Good morning. Welcome to the coffee chat, our Saturday coffee chat. This is the first one for September. So excited to be back in the groove of things, back home and meeting up with you ladies. So today we're kicking off September. It's turn over a new leaf is our theme, obviously, for those of you that are in the group. If you're not in the group and you're watching this, then reach out to me so we can get you in. And part of that is we have this turn over our new leaf tracker, which just has spots to X off each day of the month that you focus on your one thing, which is what I'm gonna talk about this morning. And just to share with you kind of the concept behind the one thing, which was kind of this assignment, challenge, whatever, was kind of separately envisioned. But then we read the miracle equation, which ties into it really well and explains it also. So it's kind of really neat how these kind of diverge together. And so why we want you to focus on one thing, just think if we had started this in January. So in January, we always, we kind of set a goal and we give ourselves the whole year, and maybe we set a couple of goals and we get excited in the beginning, and then we're not seeing significant progress because we're spreading ourselves, and then we kind of peter out, or we think, yeah, I didn't really do well this month, so but I've got 11 months to achieve this goal that I wanted to achieve, and we keep putting it off. So there's not that sense of urgency. So one thing that's good about our groups being 30 days and how we're going to have this focus of what is your one thing this month kind of helps create that urgency as well as some focus, and it stops you from spreading yourself thin, not only yourself but your energy. So the one thing is designed to have you like laser focus in on something that is important for you to achieve, something that you've wanted to achieve, and it helps you to prioritize your goals instead of just like, I want to do all these things, and then you stay busy but you're not really achieving the things that you want to do. And it's kind of like when you have multiple goals, and I'll talk about how we're not just going to like let everything fall to the wayside while we're focusing on this one thing. The one thing can help you achieve other things as well. But when you have multiple goals, it's like multitasking, which people can do. But when we multitask, and just think about a time when you've multitasked, you're not efficiently doing any one thing very well, right? You're spreading your time, your energy, your motivation across several things. And so I know when I'm doing it, it's like I'm trying to do this thing over here, and then over, maintaining this over here, and then something pops up on my computer, and I'm trying to juggle these three things, and time passes faster, and I'm not achieving very much in that time. So if I could just focus on this, get this done, and then focus on that, get that done, then I've, in the almost probably the same amount of time, I've gotten two things done, and then I'm still able to tackle that other thing. So, but also when you're looking at your goals, you can identify what goals you have in different areas of your life. And we did this last month in our group. You have your health and fitness, you have family, you have work, you have money, your finances, the things you want to do for fun, your spirituality, your goals for contribution or charity, your goals for personal development. You have, you will have different goals, and I encourage you to write those down, and then pick one thing that you really, really want to put your energy and your time and your motivation into, that you think is going to help you create the characteristics those characteristics will spill out into helping you to achieve those other things. But if you keep your focus on the one thing, then it's going to, not only are you going to achieve that one thing, but you're just going to see organic progress in the other things. So as it relates to our group here, I say always have a health goal, always have something, and that health can include your spirituality, can include your personal development, because we know mindset is a huge part of this, and our spirit is a big part of this. So always have a health goal that you're working on. Whether it's, your water, making sure, I haven't been doing so great in my water, so I'm going to make sure my water's up, and that's going to give you more energy, and you're going to be more disciplined, and that is going to spill out into what you want to do for work or what you want to do with your family. So one of the things in the Miracle Morning, the Miracle Equation, it's time to learn how to focus on what matters most to you so you can start experiencing more of what really matters. And that is so true. I know when I am splitting my time and energy everywhere, I don't feel like I'm achieving much, and that spills out into the other areas of my life, right? That mindset and those emotions. So this really is like to help you. And when you're doing that, when you're trying to focus on too many things, over too many areas, it prevents us from developing characteristics such as the ability to prioritize, to focus, and to remain focused, which is the big one, right? Like we get excited about a goal, and I'm going to do this, and I'm focused on this, but because we're trying to split ourselves up so much, we can't remain that focus. And that's crucial to achieving, like real significant goals. So when you're thinking about your goal, and I know we've chosen our one thing, and I want you to continue to focus on that one thing, because think of this now, if we do this one thing for the rest of the year, by December or by January 2021, we will have achieved 4 things that we really want to achieve, right? And those and the qualities that we're creating in achieving those are going to definitely help us achieve more in the last bit of 2021. So just while you're looking at the goal that you want to, if you have, like I would encourage you to write down your other goals for all your areas of life, but which one of those goals will enable you to develop the qualities and characteristics that I need to maintain, or that I need to achieve everything else I want for my life. And I'm just going to read this one paragraph from here, and then open it up for input. So this goal should propel you toward the vision you had of yourself based on the qualities and characteristics that it would instill in you. Qualities like discipline, resilience, consistency, and most important, unwavering faith and extraordinary effort. Does this goal align with the top value that you inspire to live by? If not, consider if either the goal or the value should change. Remember, you want all of your focus and energy flowing towards your new identity. So your top goal and your top value should be in sync. Also, don't back away from goals that seem intimidating or too difficult to achieve. It's normal for a top goal to intimidate or even scare you. It should be out of your comfort zone. It's going to force you into a new way of being. So make sure it's significant. Once you're clear about which goal will most effectively carry you toward this new identity, it becomes your mission. I really love his the difference between having a goal and having a mission. So I'm going to continue to use that language. We're going to have a monthly mission. So mission is intentional. It evokes more serious tone and suggests a higher purpose. Merriam-Webster's definition of a goal is an end toward which effort is directed. I didn't know that. Okay, and the end, a mission, on the other hand, implies a different level of commitment. So, so goals are many things we want to accomplish, and a mission is one thing we are committed to accomplishing no matter what. So I would just, I know for myself, thinking about something and having a different perspective about something helps me to take it more serious, to, just to put more effort into it. And that's all about, keeping that unwavering faith. And the faith isn't this, the faith that we have that's either religious based or, higher power based. It's really having the faith in yourself, in the faith that what you want to achieve is possible. And that requires then for you to put into the action, right? So I'm going to talk later, not today, but about, having your mission mantra that you can recite whenever you're feeling down or feeling like you're not making the progress you want, or feeling like you want to give up. So we'll create a mission mantra, and we'll continue to use these tools for the rest of the year to help us to really just end this year having achieved a few different goals, and just really instilling that the characteristics of the discipline and the focus and the resiliency that we need just to not only achieve what we want in our health, but also in every area of our life. So that's what I had to say about that. And so if you're thinking about, want to rethink your one thing, go for it. But if that's something you've already established that you really want to achieve, that you've been working on, but still haven't made that progress that you want, then stick with that. Because just think, by the end of September, you will have, put your time, energy, motivation into it. You will be consistent with it. And if you keep using your tracker, which kind of keeps you accountable, by the end of September, you will achieve that goal. You will instill that in yourself. I know for me, and it may be one thing that you carry through. It may not be like, I'm just going to do it for 30 days and be done. Like, I know Karen and I are both doing savers because we've tried them. We haven't been consistent. We've tried them. We haven't been consistent. So in us doing that, that is definitely going to carry on into other areas of our life. So, and it will continue past September. So then in October, then I'm going to pick another one thing that I want to really focus on in the group, for that month. So, okay. So what are your thoughts on that? Okay. So, if you didn't see the video I did yesterday in the group, on Tuesdays, we're going to ask you to take a picture, post your tracker to help keep you accountable with that. This isn't going to be like, if you missed a day, oh, I screwed up, I can't continue. Life happens. I know more lately more than that's just it just happens. So just, whatever your tracker looks like. And then we're also at the end of the month giving away a 3-day refresh kit. So kind of help you, we're going into the holidays. So I want to make sure if you don't have a kit, if you didn't win the kit, that you get a kit, because at some point, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, it's good to do a 3-day cleanse and get you back on track, and just flesh out the indulgences, because they tend to creep up on us during the holidays. So that's going to happen on Tuesdays.
Louise?
Yeah.
The tracker, is that the food tracker? Is that the tracker that, I know I can't read, I can't see it though, but what is it?
So I emailed this out, and it's the Turnover a New Leaf tracker. And it says, this month I will, and you write in your one thing, and then you just X these off. They're just,
okay.
1 through 30 for September. Just
to, I did put that in the files too within BOD.
Okay, I'll have to look, and then I'll write mine out because I don't have a printer here.
Oh, okay.
It's a habit tracker. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking of changing mine.
You and me both.
Yeah, it's something to get out of my comfort zone. This is something that's pretty much in my comfort zone. So,
well, and there's
that's okay,
Yeah, it is. And I want and to think about too, there are things that, so some of what we're creating, these things are going to then become our autopilot. So once it's neurologically proven, there's neuroscience around, when you repeatedly do these things, they just become, your brain doesn't want to have to think about them so much anymore. Right. And if you're doing this repetition, it sends it to the back, more to your subconscious mind, so that it has the power to focus on the more imminent things, right? Because your brain's designed to help you survive, keep you alive. So as that repetition, like we've done with a lot of things already, our workouts are on repetition. Like we do that. We know about that. And so, yeah, think about it. Just maybe today take some time to reflect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Recalibrate. That's
Recalibrate. That's Deb's,
There you go.
Deb's an engineer. And life needs engineering. Okay, so then Deb posted, I believe, I didn't see this morning, the podcast calendar, just as some suggestions. I can email it, we can email it out to everybody too. But so I know we didn't pick a new book, and we've got books that we're finishing, and I know I'm still finishing this one. So the podcast, it's not, you know, like you have to follow it day by day by day, but it just kind of gives you some suggestions. You can look at the different topics on there and think, oh, I want to hear about that today. I need to hear about this today, right? So I printed it out because I quite often like to listen to something when I'm getting ready in the morning. You know, it's a good time to do that. You just get that.
Yeah, I did attach a PDF, but I have a JPEG of it, so I'll post that as well.
That is good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then, so what we then wanted to also find out from you is kind of roundtable around meal planning. What works, what's not working, where do you struggle? When you hear the word meal planning, what comes to your mind? And, you know, like what tips can we give you? And I don't know if you watched the video or I've mentioned it to you before, but I know some of you know, I'm working on like a meal planning document with some tools just to really like, I want 3 or 4 steps. This is how you create your meal plan. Like, and so that it can be personal to everybody, each person. And for people who aren't yet in our group that are, I know are struggling with meal planning, you know, to offer that up to them, kind of baby step them into becoming, you know, one of our, in our fit sisterhood here. So, because so many people struggle with it, but, and I know what my journey is like and how I've gotten to the place where I've gotten, where now this is in my subconscious of my mind. This is just what I do and it works for me. It keeps it really simple and flexible, and it gets results. So when you hear the word meal planning, what do you think? What hurdles do you have?
Well, everybody knows I hate cooking. And so I hear meal plan and I'm just like, can't even.
That's true. Karen and I are soul sisters. I hate cooking. And I've only done it out of necessity.
Yeah, I'm with you there too. It's not my favorite thing either. And hashing out time for it lately has been just nearly impossible. And it really has been impossible. It's just been a struggle lately to even attempt to do any meal planning. Of course, I've just been cleaning out the refrigerator lately. I haven't been to the store in like 2 weeks. I went yesterday just to get some fresh fruit and fresh vegetables. And that was just to get enough to like survive.
Right.
Because I didn't want to just go to just straight freezer food.
I love this template that you provided a while back. And I do fold it in half, and
yeah,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and there's always a leftover day. But
yeah.
I really like it. But I tend to do it only twice a week, actually. I'll probably do it for the whole week, but I really don't shop. I may shop for the week, but sometimes I shop on a Sunday and a Wednesday just to have the most freshest stuff. Because even here, you think we get fresh stuff, but sometimes it goes bad pretty quick. So, or I just don't use it in time. So
yeah, that's
let
a good
it
point.
sit outside. But you know, it's curious. I am curious of the non-cookers. What is it that you don't care to cook? I mean, what is it that, because Ken, he just was not grown up that way. He just doesn't care to cook. Now, if I lay it out in front of him, it's no problem. But for him, it's trying to figure out what to do, what to cook. And we went through this hurdle for 3 years of argument. No, but you know, because it's like, how hard can it be? You know, but I got used to making something out of nothing because we were so poor. Just kind of grew up that way, and I just, don't get me wrong, there's slump times that I just don't care to go to the grocery store even or anything. But then I just love the foods, and especially fresh foods. But anyways,
I was raised on TV dinners and frozen food, so
right, yeah,
and you know, peel off the frozen TV tray, and my kids were raised on like macaroni and cheese and frozen.
Hamburger helper.
Yeah, exactly. Hamburger helper, macaroni and cheese, and like frozen burritos and all that frozen junk. I mean, that's exactly what they were raised on. And so I tried to change gear on them like partway through their lives, and they really did not like that.
They
That is
rebelled
so
on you, huh?
true.
No, they were like, hey, you know, what are you trying to do? Trying to make us eat healthy now, you know?
Oh my gosh, Sheila.
But anyway, so, I mean, I'm learning to eat. I mean, I like it. I am, like I talked to Louise about it. I am liking changing my palate. I'm learning to like I'm learning different foods and I'm liking them. Learning to cook is different.
yeah,
For me. Like learning to cook my own spaghetti sauce, you know, or like if I open a jar of spaghetti sauce, adding tons more stuff to it, like making it like starting with a jar of spaghetti sauce and then like throwing so much more veggies and tomatoes and everything with it, you know. Supplementing it, you know, that it's all chunky veggies with it.
yeah.
I don't know. It's, but
Yeah, Ken grew up on, I remember bringing home those pot pies.
frozen pot
Oh,
pies,
yeah.
Yeah, those are like
Yeah.
bomb. And I brought them home going, oh, there was a big sale and stuff. And he goes, what's this? I go, pot pies. We can have a salad with it. And he goes, kind of gave me this look. I was like, what? He goes, I grew up in this shit and I don't want to eat it anymore. And I was like, oh, okay. And I think he was on the flip side. He goes, he didn't like all the frozen stuff and he likes more of the home cooked meals, but now he's more involved with it with the keto diet. He's involved with cooking, but I'd have to lay it out.
Yeah. So
Right.
Karen, what is your
Problem?
mindset around cooking? It's not a problem. What's your mindset?
I think I'm just over it. Like I know how to cook. I don't like to do it. And I cooked my whole life. And when I was a child, my mom didn't really like cooking. So she cleaned and I cooked. So like I would cook and she did dishes. And I'm just like, I'm just done. Like I food and I would be vegetarian if somebody would cook for me. Like too labor intensive. If I see a recipe, it's got too many ingredients and takes me like all day to cook and 5 minutes to eat, forget about it.
That's a good point too. Some of these recipes are so involved and it's like,
Right.
If you love cooking, that's awesome. But my husband cooks, it's just that his stuff isn't always that healthy. You know, he barbecues all year round. And so that's what happens to me if I don't meal prep. Then he'll cook, but you know, oh, we're having hot dogs tonight. Like, no, I don't think so. So it my options less. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been doing this, you know, trying to lose weight, watching what I eat for so many years. And so for the longest time, I have these set things that I would meal prep. And it works great. When I do I prep, I eat the same supper all week. He eats whatever he wants. I don't have kids to feed, so that's great. And so that works. But now I'm just sick of the stuff I was making, so I haven't found new things.
Mm.
And nothing sounds good to me.
Mhm.
So, whatever.
Yeah.
So just a tip for you might be then, because I just thought of this, it's like what the things that you normally make for supper, how could you maybe tweak those? Like do something
Well,
different with those.
it's meat. Except for I won't eat his hot dogs. Maybe I'll have a couple
You know, that, do you have an Insta Pot?
or something. Pardon?
Karen, do you have an Insta Pot?
No.
Oh my gosh. If you should think about getting one, those things are freaking amazing. You can do so many wonderful things in those, and they make things so quick and easy. I am sold. It has made things so, it has simplified my life in cooking and making things quickly on cooking things and one pot meals and things that used to take a long time, like you can whip like entire meals up in a pot. And it is amazing what you can cook in one pot in those Instapots. It is amazing. You should consider, if as far as a one appliance in your kitchen, think about it. It is pretty amazing.
I've talked to other people who didn't really like theirs or didn't really use theirs. So then I was kind of waffling.
Oh my gosh. So I switched. I'm on my second one. I changed mine up and I got one that's a air fryer too. So it's an all-in-one thing. It's a Ninja. So it's an air fryer and an Instapot, and it does everything all in one. Oh my gosh. It is like amazing. So it's like a crock pot. It's a steam. I love it. I can do so much in that thing. All in one thing. I can like go from frozen to cooked in like less than an hour.
You
Done.
have to share some of your recipes with us when you make something. Just throw it out there. I have one. I don't use it because I'm intimidated by it.
Oh my gosh.
Me too, Louise.
I think that's a lot of it is the different types of kitchen tools or appliances can make life simpler when you cook. I mean, I'm a gadget girl when it comes to kitchen, and Pampered Chef, hands down. Tupperware, yes, but I kind of got that from my mom. But I'm like you. I have an Instapot, but I hadn't mastered to the use of it. And yeah, I'd love to.
It's
That
amazing.
would be great to share when you have time.
You can you saute stuff in it,
Mhm.
you saute stuff and then you throw in your other stuff and then you throw everything else in and then I hard boil my eggs in it. They come out perfect every time.
Oh,
Yeah, 5 minutes, boom, hard boiled eggs, perfect. They peel perfectly every single time.
okay. Game on.
I hard boil my eggs. Perfect. They come out perfectly every single time. They peel like that. Do you remember that old cartoony movie where that they peel off the shell in one? Probably not. It peels off in one piece.
My mom would do that with an apple.
Yeah. Anyway, I love it.
I'm gonna have to try that.
The eggshells don't stick is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's a big problem with mine.
Yeah, I love my Instapot. It is like the amazing thing.
Okay, let's say you created a meal plan.
No.
Now what? Now
Yeah.
what do you struggle with? Are
I
you,
still struggle with meal planning, but
I just got on, I think it's just this past 2 months or COVID was doing the online shopping. I know Louise does it, and I challenged myself to do that, and I like it. Except for when substitutions, you can not have them substitute because they'll do the junky stuff. But then there's times I like going into the store, especially when I'm familiar with the store. I can bam, 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 bam. I know where to go. But when you get into these big, super, super duper ones, is like, oh, I do not want to go. I go in there out of necessity, but I'm out 2 or 3 hours later, because I am squirrel.
yeah.
Costco's kind of like that. But I do like to see what's out there that's different, and I'm taking my time to read the ingredients, whether this is applicable or not. And I love to, I like doing that at Costco. I'll find something and then I say, hey, this looks interesting, or it says keto on it, but you got to really read the label. And that, and then I just kind of wasted some time. So anyway.
Well, right. So online shopping is great if you need to save time. For me, it does save money. But if you have time, or occasionally you may want to go in, to look at new things that you'll eventually add to your list when you're online shopping, which is what I've done.
The online is neat because they know what you ordered before. And so you just click how many you want, click. And but when you start off, you have to really create your menu, but they'll remember what you bought, so then they'll bring up coupons and stuff.
Yeah. Right. And then we've got a plan, we've got our groceries, and it's just following the plan and tracking. So what are the obstacles around sticking to the plan and tracking?
For me, if I think of what I want, it's deciding what I want. And then if I make it, I'm good. Because I eat the same thing every day for breakfast, the same thing every day for lunch. And then I've got my supper prepped. I might have a little bit of chocolate and I'm good. Yeah. Weekends are my weaker end. I'm more tempted to have some of Roy's chips or something like that. But it's, once I do that, then that's what I eat. And so that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't lose weight. I mean, really.
Yeah. So, and your plan is within your plan, right? What you're sticking to.
Talked before, like maybe I should go down to plan A instead of B. But I like my fruit.
Yeah.
Pretty much, and I don't usually eat all my carbs, except if I go over, that's usually what I go over on. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, old age.
Slower metabolism. Okay, well, I'm excited to put this together, and I'm calling it, like, I'm beta testing with you guys. So this is something we've talked about a lot anyway. We go through, it's something we do every weekend, and then every week or every month we, re-prep ourselves. So you're going to be my, helping me to refine this, and so that I can, when I offer it out to other people, we'll make it simple for them, right? Helping them. You're going to help me serve others. So thank you. Okay, so that's all I had for the coffee chat. Anything else, Deb, that I'm missing? Oh, yes.
Go for it.
I was hoping, Maury brought me the wrong cord. Anyway, because I was going to bring up my bod groups on the screen, but I just wanted to make sure everybody's aware of Well, we posted in there about the meditations. I think everybody's seen that. So that's in the new relaxation meditation tile, and they're coming out with a 21-day meditation, an unstressed meditation sort of challenge on September 23rd, I think is the date. So that'll be dropping into there, and we'll let you know when it's there. And then there's the I am meditations. But right here, there's a new thing called My Progress. So, and if you tap on that, I know it's super small for you, Karen,
I can see it.
right there. There's
My
the second
Progress.
one. If you tap on My Progress, it allows you to reset your goal. Cause I was like, how the heck do we go back to our goal? I couldn't figure out how to get back there.
Me too.
So every, like I put in my one thing and the, just kind of how it aligns with the things, other things that I want to do. And then,
Okay.
and then it shows you your tracked activity. So if you're tracking your workouts, your Shakeology, it'll have it in there and you'll be able to see all that. And then it has your results. So it'll keep one place where you can see your results week to week, day to day, whatever. And then your progress photos. And then, so how do you update that is if you're going to your tracking, like you're tracking a workout or a shake, you can hit the results button there, and it drops down and you can update your weight, your measurements, you can put in notes, and you put in a progress photo. So if you haven't done that in a while, I would encourage you to do that this weekend so that you have that to look at as we go forward now. So I love that new My Progress tab.
Is anybody else having problems but me having things posting to the group? Am I the only?
I
Huh?
did yesterday. I did yesterday because I did 2 workouts and then it brings up 5. And then it says, oh, August 14th and 15th. And it's like, I had already done those. So I ignore. And
It will not let me toggle to the group. It still will not let me toggle to my own group. It will not let me toggle, and I have deleted on all of my apps and powered off my phones. I've deleted the apps, powered off my phones, turned them back on, reinstalled the apps, and turn the phones back on, reinstall the apps, and tried to get them, and it still does not let me do it.
So when it's here, it doesn't allow you to turn the group on.
No.
you have to put in text. When you put in text in the box there, Louise, would it turn green when you did that? Your bot is synced up, so you're seeing your workout right there, right?
So when my workout pops up, for a long time, when my workout would pop up, it would have the little group. It would have the flipped over, the switch would be popped over.
Yeah.
That said, and for a while it was 2 groups because I was in 2 groups.
Yeah.
And now it won't let me flip that switch. It just will not.
Because even if I didn't have a workout, I put text in post this into your group, and then it turns green.
Try that next time, Sheila. When you view the workout, and maybe you're going to add a picture.
You don't have to have one, but yeah.
No, but put anything in this text box.
Hang on, let me get there.
Because it just turned the toggles on its own. But not until I put something in that text box.
Mm-hmm.
I have tried that. I have tried adding.
So I just typed whatever gook in there, and it made my workout hubby for 7 minutes at 7:45.
If I can post to the group, I think my to come over, but my workouts don't come over. My workouts don't come over. And even if I try to include a photo or I've tried adding texts or
Well,
yeah.
I'll look at the setting things and let you know. I'll get with you later. Because I think there
Yeah.
might be something in the settings that might be stopping it too.
What kind of phone do you have, Sheila?
An iPhone.
Oh, it is an iPhone. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I submitted the thing. I called and submitted my problem, and I still haven't had any
Any
result.
feedback? Yeah.
No. So, and then that was like
Yeah,
months
you haven't been
ago.
able to share over for a while.
So it's kind of frustrating. Yeah,
Well, I'll look into it more on my end because
I didn't know if you could, like, I don't know, delete me from the group and re-add me, or maybe something could help. I don't know.
yeah, we could try that. We'll try a couple of things. I'll get with you. We'll get you going. We'll get you.
That could be
Yeah.
just the settings, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got to look and see where that's at. So,
Play with it.
yep,
Thank you.
cool. Awesome. Okay, so I am going to pick a photo winner later this morning here shortly. So we are doing our photo challenges. I can't remember what day that is. Thursday?
Fridays.
Oh,
Friday fun, right?
done.
Friday fun.
I got my vision board done, lady.
Oh, yes.
Yay!
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
Post a picture if you wouldn't mind in the group.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll send that to everyone.
She's put some time into it. It looks great.
Yeah. I wrapped it in saran for the move.
Nice. Awesome. All right, ladies. I'm going to go and not work out.
I'm gonna move and
thing.
work. I am a woman.
Yay. Yay. Is it nice where you're at, Karen? Peg?
It's nice fall weather today.
Yeah. Cool.
My husband said there was ice on the windshield, solid ice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
it's supposed to warm up a little bit.
Yippee skippy.
Yeah, I
Tis
can give you the heat.
You have your own
Right.
you have your own weather conditions where you're at though, Sheila. So you're special. She's like, I'm moving.
just thinking of my poor little begonias out there on the porch.
Mm.
Yeah.
We keep our house at 75. It's comfortable, but
She's converted.
yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much for being on this morning.
Yeah.
Lightened up my day.
Thank you, Louise.
Yep.
Thank you.
Let's do a quick screenshot. So I'll share that with the group. Okay. Awesome. All right. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.